On News Live at 6, 3 international students had their visas revoked this morning. What the university is doing and how students are responding.
Plus, we're on the scene of a reported shooting. We'll tell you all the details.
And finally, warmer weather for the last week of class. I'll have that and more coming up on News Live at 6.
Now, CitrusTV News Live at 6 starts with breaking news.
We are indeed beginning with breaking news as DPS has sent an email to faculty and staff that there was a reported shooting near the school's fashion design warehouse in downtown Syracuse. Welcome to News Live at 6. I'm Peter Elliot.
And I'm Luke Welch. Our Max Williams is live from the scene and has the latest on what people are saying. Hey, Max.
Hey, good evening, guys. Yeah, the Syracuse Police Department has given the all clear for the area, but they did say that there was a reported shooting here. Now, we are still learning all the details. We don't know exactly what happened here this evening, but I'm going to step away so you can just take a look at the scene that is right behind us here. There is some debris on the ground. We don't know exactly what that is. There's still a Syracuse Police Department here. We just saw a crime scene vehicle that just left the scene. And I just want to mention, as you guys said before, that we are right in front of the Nancy Cantor warehouse, which is a part of the university. So we have seen a few students walk by here. So we are in the vicinity of faculty and students. I did talk with a parking attendant just a few minutes ago, and he said that it looked like it was a carjacking, but again, we don't know exactly what happened here tonight. We're still trying to learn more details from the Syracuse Police Department and the Department of Public Safety. But again, you can see all of that caution tape there. Syracuse Police Department is still trying to figure out exactly what happened here. But again, once we get more details, we will be sure to update you guys. But for now, live in Syracuse, Max Williams, Citrus TV News.
All right, Max, thank you so much for your coverage. We will have further updates on our Citrus TV News social media accounts. Well, turning now to the latest in President Trump's legal battles with universities across the country.
The president has revoked 3 SU international student visas in which the university says was without warning. Our Olivia Rodriguez spoke with international students here on campus earlier today who say they are concerned for their future.
Hi there, guys. Well, 3 Syracuse University international students were abruptly woken up this morning to find out that their visas have been revoked. Now, this comes in a string along with 1,700 other university students nationwide who have had their legal statuses terminated and their visas revoked. Now, a spokesperson for all 3 of the SU students said that 2 of them would be graduating and that the university is working with the 3rd to ensure that they can continue their studies. Now, in a statement today, the university said that, quote, the university was not notified in advance, nor did it share any information with the government prior to the students receiving the notice. Now, I spoke with an SU international student today who wished to remain anonymous about how they believe that the university isn't doing enough to support its students.
We are like a big community, and I feel like they're not really telling us what's going on. We have to literally my roommate just emailed me a news article about students that were got their visas revoked from Syracuse, and Syracuse is not telling us any of that. There's no emails, they're not telling anyone what's going on, and it's something important that we should know, even though they can't do anything about it. Informing their students is the least they could do. Even though most of us have lived here for a while, we still don't know everything that is to know, some laws, some rules. So I guess just kind of guide us on what we can do or not do to avoid that happening.
Now, in a statement made today, the Office of Representative John Mannion said that, quote, the office is aware of the situation and has been in contact with Syracuse University. Congressman Manning is alarmed by reports that the university was not notified or given any explanation. The congressman is working with his colleagues to call for more transparency on these decisions and is committed to preventing the wrongful termination of student visas. Now, the university currently houses over 3,300 international students, and right here at the Center for International Affairs right behind me, they said that they are working to ensure the continuity of their education. But unfortunately, only time will tell what that means exactly for the international population here on campus. Reporting from outside the Center for International Affairs, I'm Olivia Rodriguez.
Olivia, thank you for your coverage on a crucial story that we'll have the latest on here on Citrus TV News. Well, Syracuse University is attempting to expand its scholarship offerings. The announcement of a fundraising initiative. It's called Syracuse Promise, and SU says it aims to make the school more affordable for high-achieving students. The program looks to raise $50 million over the next 3 years. According to the university, nearly 80% of students are currently on some form of financial aid.
All right, Luke, turning to our first look at the forecast here, I think we are finally rounding the corner to a warmer spring. I think the snow's gone for now, right?
Yeah, we saw it with Olivia out there. It's pretty beautiful. People are blasting music. I know on the way to the station I heard Take It Easy, which is one of my favorite songs. And I was just taking in the sun as I could because you know what? In central New York, you cannot expect what's next.
You got to take it for granted while you have it. Take it easy. And I think that's what our weather anchor, Chloe Breeze, is doing out there on our weather deck. Hey, Chloe, how's it looking out there?
All right, guys, it is finally sunny out for these last week of classes. And it's been so nice seeing everyone come out on the quad and just hanging out and being with one another for these final last few days that majority of students are going to be on campus. It is going to be amazing. Right now, it is 65 degrees with only 6-mile-per-hour winds. So as you can see, I'm out in a t-shirt right now and it feels amazing. And going into the night, it's only going to be 54 degrees with clear skies. You can't ask for a more perfect day than it is today, but tomorrow it's going to be even better with 79 degrees. It's going to be almost even too warm, but I can't even believe I just said that with all the snow that we got this winter. It's finally time to enjoy and experience the sun that we're finally getting on campus before it turns into snow once again in less than a year. But we don't have to think about that anymore. Peter and Luke, I'll send it back into the station to you guys.
You can never ask for too much sun. Chloe, thank you so much. Well, yesterday was Earth Day, but as the saying goes, every day is Earth Day. That's what one volunteer group was practicing today in the sun at Kirk Park on the city's south side. Abby Tolchin tagged along for today's cleanup effort and has this story.
Yesterday may have been Earth Day, but that's not stopping local volunteer organizations from cleaning up parks today. This morning from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., a group of volunteers from the Environmental Action Lab, TEAL, were stationed at Kirk Park, where they held a creek walk cleanup. Looking around this park, you might think it's pretty clean and beautiful, but that's only because a group of volunteers dedicates their time to making sure it looks this way. We spoke with Gabby Miranda Diaz, the project lead for TEAL, about how important cleaning the park is.
In current times where our environmental policy is moving backwards a little, it's important to connect community back to these spaces. Of course, the park will take care of people back.
Gabby and the other volunteers cleaned up trash around the park grounds and along the creek, as well as cleaning the fence that lines the creek. We also spoke with one of the volunteers, Liz Young, who told us how rewarding cleaning the park is.
Great. I lived downtown for the last couple of years, so it's really hard to see all the trash and nonsense that's always around. So coming out here and actually being able to see the start to finish from us cleaning is really great to see.
From cleaning up trash all over the park and along the creek to fixing up the fence that lines the creek, these volunteers' goal is to make this a better environment for everybody.
Now, clearing out these plastics is not only going to help with our health, but also the health of the local wildlife, the ecosystems.
So make a difference today. We don't have to wait till Earth Day to love our Earth. For Citrus TV News, I'm Abby Tolchin.
Abby, thanks so much. Such an important effort. New York lawmakers are pushing to include $35 million for the CNY regional market in the next state budget. The funding would go towards a new distribution warehouse for produce wholesalers. The renovations are intended to attract more visitors and provide better service for local farmers. The market currently offers a year-round space for wholesale food companies, seasonal stalls, and rental spaces for other businesses.
After the break, President Trump continues to lash out at Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, where peace negotiations between Russia and Ukraine currently stand.
And Secretary of State Marco Rubio is announcing a restructuring of the State Department. What changes he's making to U.S. foreign policy on the other side.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! Go?
Excellent. Suckers. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family. Yeah! Oh, I thought you were on my team.
one.
You're watching Citrus TV News, live at 6 with Peter Elliot, Luke Welch, and Chloe Breeze. And now, your campus news leader continues.
Welcome back. More breaking news this evening. 12 states, including New York, are suing the Trump administration for illegally imposing tax hikes through tariffs. Trump imposed the tariffs through the Emergency Economic Powers Act, which gives the president authority to enact those powers in response to unusual threats.
The lawsuit seeks a court order to stop the tariffs under the act, saying Trump does not have the power he claims he does. New York Attorney General Letitia James says, quote, Donald Trump promised that he would lower prices and ease the cost of living, but these illegal tariffs will have the exact opposite effect.
Well, sticking with those tariffs.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says there are no plans to reduce the tariffs on Chinese goods. She said that the administration is, quote, optimistic about a deal with China, though.
And this comes after the Chinese Foreign Ministry told the United States that it is open to discussion. However, Beijing says that a pressure campaign is, quote, not the right way to deal with China and simply will not work, unquote. Well, Secretary of State Marco Rubio has unveiled a new restructuring plan for the U.S. Department of State. The announcement focuses on reforming the department's operations in Washington, but may affect agencies abroad.
As a result of the plan, hundreds of jobs would be eliminated. Here to break it down for us is Grace Elford. Hey, Grace.
That's right, Peter and Luke, $87 billion. That's how much of the federal budget was allocated to the State Department in 2024. But with his new plan, Secretary of State Marco Rubio hopes that number will be slashed dramatically. Here's State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce outlining Rubio's reorganization process.
This approach will empower the department from the ground up, from the bureaus to the embassies. Region-specific functions will be consolidated to increase functionality. Redundant offices will be removed, and non-statutory programs that are misaligned with America's core national interests will cease to exist.
Rubio plans to continue President Trump's agenda to put America first while reducing the size and spending of the federal government. The State Department has released a chart showing the Secretary's proposals. He hopes to eliminate over 100 offices in the department, leading to around 700 employees losing their jobs. He cited the Global Engagement Center as, quote, out of control, and plans to eliminate some other foreign agencies that he feels push radical ideas. Rubio has published his plan on the State Department's new Substack page. The website allows anyone to publish newsletters that are sent directly to audiences. The new site will now allow Americans to receive updates from Rubio during the streamlining process. Officials involved with the plan state that the department's leaders will have 30 days to implement these changes. However, Rubio says efforts will begin as soon as this week. Peter and Luke, back to you.
All right, Grace, thank you so much. Well, the conflict between President Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is continuing. Trump says that Ukraine's decision to fight over the Crimean Peninsula is prolonging the conflict.
Vladimir Putin says Russia planned to annex Crimea weeks before they declared their independence. Peace talks were originally scheduled for today, but Zelensky told the press, quote, there is nothing to talk about.
Hi, my name is Sadie Miller.
My name is Luke Brady. I go by St. Luke.
So this one I started with this guitar lick.
My name is Ishan.
Hi, my name is Sadie Miller.
My name is Luke Brady. I go by St. Luke.
So this one I started with this guitar lick.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back into News Live at 6. Taking a look at your 5-day weather forecast, tomorrow is going up to 79 degrees with a low of 52. And we're going to be seeing these warm temperatures throughout the week with 76 on Friday. A little bit of rain on Saturday, only in the morning though, so we'll see some sun in the afternoon with a high of 59 on Saturday, 61 as a high on Sunday, and 73 as a high on Monday with a low of 56. We're finally going to be seeing all of these sunny temperatures throughout the rest of the week for this final week of class. It finally came after a long and very, very cold winter. The sun is finally here, but just taking a quick look back onto what we have done with this semester with the Wednesday News team. Something fun that we did was just eating Girl Scout cookies as our last story a few weeks ago, and that was 17 degrees with snow. Another thing we did a few weeks ago on April 2nd was play Mario Kart as well, and that was raining and 42 degrees along with hailing. So looking back on this semester, this Wednesday News team has just been absolutely incredible, and together we have seen so many different weather patterns like rain, snow, hailing, and finally sun. We are back together in this warm weather that we're having, and with the start of this I hear it's baseball season, and I hope that warm weather for baseball is coming soon. What do you got for us in sports?
Yeah, there's some warmer temperatures coming to Syracuse, but there's also a new quarterback coming to 315. I'll explain that on the other side. And Syracuse women's lacrosse, they begin postseason play tonight.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Welcome into sports. I'm AJ Myers. Just when you thought Syracuse quarterback situation was figured out, there's been a potentially interesting shakeup. Former Notre Dame QB Steve Angelica, he visited Syracuse Monday, and just right now, about 5 minutes ago on his Instagram, he announced that he is committing to the Orange. Of course, this is nothing official originally, but now it is, of course, because 24/7 Sports has also confirmed it as well. Angelica, he played high school ball at Burgess Catholic. That's where SU quarterback coach Nunzio Campanelli used to be the man in charge, so that's a key reason for why he's coming to Syracuse. And last season with the Irish, the junior played in 11 games. None of them were starts, yet he did throw for over 200 yards and 3 TD passes. Here's head coach Fran Brown's thoughts on the QB1 spot after the spring game.
We're just excited about having the opportunity of making sure our quarterback's back when we come back on time in June and being ready to go. Ricky's the guy, so we're excited about Ricky being behind him.
From a player potentially joining the Syracuse who has joined Syracuse to one who's on his way out. On3 Sports reports that SU defensive tackle Murad Watson plans to join Texas. The freshman started 11 games and earned All-American honors. Last note on the gridiron, it's fully expected to be an exciting weekend for the Cuse at the NFL Draft. Don't expect any first-round selections, although after that, anyone from Kyle McCord, Oronde Gadsden, and Quinn Allen could go on the offensive side. For the defense, Elijah Clark, Fadil Diggs, and Clarence Lewis could hear their names get called. 7 is the record number of SU players to be drafted, but that has not occurred in over 60 years. In men's hoops, 2 more Syracuse players out of eligibility are seeking an NCAA waiver. Guard Jaquan Carlos and forward Jair Davis join the rest of the SU seniors, hoping to attain 1 more year of college eligibility, but don't expect that to happen for either player. On the women's side, On3 Sports reports that guard Georgia Woolley put her name into the transfer portal. Everyone's putting their name into the transfer portal. The senior, guess what, is out of eligibility and, you guessed it, is in search for a waiver for another season. It's postseason time for Syracuse women's lacrosse. The 6-seeded Cuse battle the 3-seed Stanford tonight at 8. It's the quarterfinals of the ACC Championship. The two met earlier this year in the Dome. That contest went to double overtime, and the Orange nudged out a 14-13 victory. Kayla Trainer's group does not have a ton of momentum at the moment. Syracuse ended the regular season with a 17-2 thrashing by Boston College. And last season, the Orange made it to the conference title game, only to fall short to, you guessed it, the Eagles. Guys, that's all the time here in sports. Back over to you.
AJ, thanks so much. Best of luck to the Orange tonight. And how about that? Big news, a new quarterback coming into the fold. We will see who will start under center coming up in the fall, I guess.
Yeah, and when we come back, we'll have your wake-up weather, and one of us says goodbye. Stay with us.
Stand is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back into News Live at 6. Taking a look at your wake-up weather tomorrow. It's going to be 52 degrees at 8 a.m., followed by 72 degrees at 12, and finally 75 degrees at 6 p.m., where it will later go up to 79 degrees in the evening. It's going to be mostly sunny, a little bit of clouds throughout the day, but overall it is going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous day in Syracuse. Luke, I'll send it to you at the desk.
Chloe, thanks so much. Well, with it being the final week of Citrus TV programming of the semester, it's time to say goodbye. Peter, Elliot, you've been such an amazing co-anchor and an even better mentor. But there's some other people who want to give you a warm send-off, so let's take a look.
Hey, Peter. Just want to say congratulations on your last Live at 6. I know this week I'm pretty sure you have your last market shares as well. It's been so great working with you, specifically on market shares, to help develop that show and create it to what it is, and you're so talented. And I can't wait to see what you do after school. Congratulations.
Peter, I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so proud of all that you've accomplished at Syracuse. I know you're going to do great things in the future, and you've already done great things for this station and for this university community. So lucky to call you one of my best friends. I hope you have a fantastic last show, and enjoy the Philippines, man.
Peter, buddy, congrats on your final show. You have given so much to the station. You are such a talented reporter and anchor and host and photog and all of the above, and such a great friend too. I'm so happy that I got to spend so much time with you at the station over the years.
Your true passion for storytelling is something that is so admirable, and I can't wait to see what you do from the future, because I know whatever it is, you're going to be super successful at it.
You were the first weather anchor that I ever photogged for or even watched at the studio, and I just knew just by the first 10 seconds of your live shot that I wanted to learn everything that I possibly could from you before you graduated.
You've worked so hard in your time here at Citrus TV, not just in news, but in sports and on the exec staff, and just in general. You're such an amazing, talented person.
Peter, congrats on a super successful career here at Citrus TV. You did just about everything from sports to news, and you were really the first person I met here at the station.
Thank you so much for everything that you've done this semester with supporting me and mentoring me. I so appreciate it, and congratulations on an amazing 4 years, and I can't wait to see everything you do post-grad.
Peter Elliot, I mean, there's not enough time in this video to say all the great things about you, but I will say these 3 things: pure talent, pure class, pure comedic gold. It has been such an honor, buddy, to work alongside you these past 4 years.
Not only did you win Best Anchor in the news department, but you won Best Anchor in the country. So you're going to go on to do great things.
You've got incredible talent, and I know it's going to take you very, very far, but not as far as the person that you are. So congratulations.
Take it all in and enjoy the last time at the desk, and have a great retirement.
Great retirement.
I appreciate it. They're putting me out to pasture. Wow, yeah, this is surreal. Enjoy my final time at the desk here for this show that has meant so much to me, and this department and this station that has defined my college career. When I think of my time here at Syracuse, I think of Citrus TV. It is the first thing that I think about. It is truly a family, and everything you guys said exemplifies that and means so much to me. Thank you.
It's been such an honor for us to share a desk with not only the best anchor of Citrus TV, but the best anchor in the country, the EA shout out. And I know that I would not be the journalist I am without the writing that you've taught me, everything that you've taught me on and off the camera. I've been so grateful for, and I could not be more appreciative of you.
I so appreciate it. I mean, we get to see the talent on display at the station every day, and I see it so strongly right here in this show, and it's been such a privilege to be part of this show on Wednesday this semester, Friday last semester. I can't thank everyone enough, and our producer Tyler Oldano and Anna Soy for putting the show together every week, and our entire crew for coming down. It doesn't just, it's not just us, it is an entire village every week who puts the show together. I guess if I can thank anyone, I'd thank my family really for all the support. They actually watch these shows, which I think is the kindest thing anyone could do, actually sitting down and watching a full student television show. They mean so much to me, and their support just it really is incredible. And again, I can't thank everyone else enough here for, I've learned so much at this station. It means so much to me, and I thank everyone for watching and being just a little bit a part of my time here.
Thank you too.
Thanks, guys.
Well, that's Citrus TV News Live at 6 for this Wednesday. I'm Luke Welch.
And I'm Peter Elliot. For one final time, thank you so much. Have a great evening, Syracuse. Take care.